All right. Couldn't hear me again. I was completely muted. Dion's setup is a little bit different here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the Last Chance Qualifier Round 1 here in Minnesota here at World Championships 2019. My name is Asa Graff, and I'm here today with Darren Granger.
Hello there.
Thank you. We're over here on Table 1. The Round 1 has begun. FFG has set an aggressive schedule for this first round, which I like. But let's go ahead and talk about these lists. We have some similarities there, don't we, Darren?
Absolutely. We've got Republic Beef and Republic Beef.
Absolutely. So Sam Shepic over there on the left-hand side, he is a Colorado native, where I'm from, out in Denver. He's got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rick Ole, and 104th Battalion pilot, and Broadside. And then over on the right-hand side, Adam, who is from Vancouver of Sea to Sky Squadron. Also Obi-Wan Kenobi, 104th Battalion pilot, and two more of those 104th Battalion pilots. So Darren, why don't you talk me through the differences between a couple of these lists?
So obviously, if you look at Sam's list, it's a little bit more AC because he's got the higher pilot skill, higher initiative, with both Obi-Wan and Rick. Do we know who's got the first player in this game?
It looks like Sam has gotten the first player, so we're going to go ahead and stick him with the first player token over there. Yep, Sam is first player. He placed down that first obstacle. Looks like we've got 3 rocks and 3 gas clouds, unless I am mistaken.
No, it looks like there's one gas cloud.
One gas cloud, yep, a couple more rocks there.
More rocks. But yeah, no, so I think that, okay, Sam's got the 2 aces with Obi-Wan and Rick, if you want to call them aces.
But he's moving second.
But he is moving second, and that's I think one of the things that's going to come into play here is Broadside.
Excuse me, sorry, he's moving first.
He's moving first.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we've got Broadside here, but again, because if you look at the other side, Adam he's got medium bases. And as we know, it takes more ion to ion a medium base.
Absolutely. So I think, in my opinion, that initiative is going to be tough for Sam, that initiative loss. Not only is Obi-Wan an excellent ace when he's moving second, but R2A6 on Adam's Obi-Wan can absolutely destroy Sam's Rick Ole advantage right there, because he can see how fast Rick Ole has moved, and if he's going to be in arc anyway, might as well just increase your speed to be able to move faster.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sensor's going to come into play more so from Sam's side, because obviously Adam will know exactly where his ships have gone. So for Adam, he's never going to use it, unless he wants to be cute and just use it because he's got it.
Yeah, might as well use it or lose it, right?
Absolutely. Plus, Adam has a number pink.
Yes, Adam does have a number pink. I think that's an excellent advantage for Mr. Adam right over there.
Absolutely, and it was Denver where we first met, and that's where the origin of number pink came from.
Number pink, right. Exactly, and we see number pink, the naked one, setting up down there in the bottom right-hand corner. Sam definitely has initiative with his 104th Battalion pilot going down first.
Yeah.
I definitely like Adam's list. There's a whole lot of beef right there. I think there's definitely something to be said for 3 of the same pilots.
Yes,
being able to fly in formation as well.
Yeah, so what I'd expect to see here is you've got the 2, I'd expect the blue one to hard turn in.
You can use the telestrator, man. We got that. Here, let's go ahead and pull, or maybe we don't. Thought we did. I'll fix that for us.
So as we can see, this one here, just going to hard turn in.
Oh, absolutely. I think so. And then we're just going to see a beautiful little formation down there coming right in.
Yeah, I would expect if we were to see them to basically come down in here. And then it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Sam's side now. I would, again, expect Sam to probably hard turn here.
Yep. Coming right down in, turning hard turn left. Yeah, those aces trying to envelope. Because we do have a beautiful little wall of rocks right there in the center.
Yeah.
That's going to force Adam sort of up down that bottom lane into the center. Folks have shaken hands. Here we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. I think Dion just cut over to our table there, so welcome. My name is Asa here from the Gone But Not Forgotten Back to Dials here with Darren Granger on Table 1. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We are ready to get going. Sam Shepic over there on the left-hand side of your table. Adam from Vancouver over on the right. Sam is a Denver local, flown out here. I put him on stream because I knew who he was when we were looking for table streams.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, this stream is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. That coupon code WORLDS2019 at the bottom of the screen will get you 15% off of your whole order.
So it looks like we are almost set with our dials there.
Yep. Now, do you think both these players are going to be kind of aggressive or a little bit cagey?
I'm not familiar with either of them, to be honest, but I guess from Sam's point of view, see, there's the hard 2 coming in.
There's that hard turn.
Yep. As I say, it's probably going to...
Followed up by another hard turn, I would assume.
Wouldn't be surprised with a barrel roll, to be honest.
Just get him a little bit less space there. And Mazer in chat has a channel of their GSP2 and GSP3 channels for different tables, or just one main. By my understanding, it looks like there's just one main. Dion is sitting right next to me here. He's going to be cutting back and forth between all of those. He's our GSPN X-Zone expert right over here. All of these games are being recorded, though, so tune into the Gold Squadron YouTube after the fact, and we will have all these games up in full quality as soon as Dion's poor internet connection can handle all those uploads. So stay tuned. Indeed, Darren, you're absolutely right. Here come those 104th Battalion pilots focusing from the bottom. See if we see that too hard turn.
Luckily, he turned the right way.
There he goes. Coming in from the bottom in beautiful formation.
Yep, little bump there.
Maintaining that game state.
So now, as you can see, Sam's left himself open here, so he's not gone too aggressive to begin with. So he could potentially turn in. I think he's basically done it so that he can then respond to whatever happens from Adam's point of view.
Absolutely, and unless I am mistaken, we are seeing broadside turret arc focus down in towards the center of the board.
Yep, it does look like that. It would make sense.
But that's where everybody's going to come from.
But Broadside's not going to want to turn in. Broadside's going to want.
He's going to come around.
He's going to want to take a long bank round here, basically, to get people with his broadside.
Exactly. It's almost as if that. Exactly. Now, Adam's Obi-Wan is a little bit separated from the pack there, Darren. Where do you think he is going to go? Is he going to come down towards the bottom, be cagey?
So you're either going to see a hard. I think you're either going to see a hard one turn this way, or maybe
down
just a little, or just a little one bank.
A little one bank. Keep his options
just
open,
a little
right?
One bank. Just to see kind of and react. The beauty he's got is like he could dial in a 2 bank if he wants.
Right.
Dropping down to a 1 bank with the
with
reposition
R2
droid.
Or up to a 3 if he sees. Well, there's Obi-Wan coming out the gate pretty quick for Sam, so I'm not sure he would want to be that aggressive right off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. See, and so
and a boost.
Now it's important to see what happens with Adam's Obi-Wan here, because if Sam's comes in, if Sam's Rick comes in just as aggressive behind Obi-Wan, that leaves them open just to do the 5 straight and come straight down this channel that I highlighted there, and that Obi-Wan could find himself caught out if he's done something slow and if he's pointed towards up the board.
Absolutely, and that is the difficulty with Adam now, because Sam is in a very aggressive position, and there comes Rick O'Lee, another 5 straight. I think we're going to see him following that up with a boost as well. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
There's the evade. And here comes Sam coming in with a boost to pilot right down in that lane. Little bump.
Yep, I think he's just nudged broadside a little bit, or
Obi-Wan.
Okay, looks like that boost didn't fit.
Yep, so boost did not fit, but he still gets the free evade. Yeah. I don't think that's a huge deal. He's still positioned to follow Obi-Wan up next turn. I would like to see, I would have loved to see the formation there.
Yeah, I mean, you say it's not a huge deal, but it means now that he's not going to get 2 ships to engage at the same time if this Obi-Wan's going to be in range. So let's have a look what he's done there. All right, he's done the hard 2.
There's the turn down to the bottom of the board.
Yeah, so he's done the hard 2. He's probably going to then just drop in behind these arcs here.
Yep.
Yeah, there you can see a fine-tuned barrel roll, I would guess, and then maybe a boost.
Absolutely.
So if he gets the boost round, if he does the boost round here, then it basically leaves him up to do either a hard turn in or a bank maneuver. Nope, he's not going for it.
No boost.
But again, his dial's now completely open, so he can either hard turn in and come around, or he can just take a long maneuver out here to come in behind these arcs.
And you're absolutely right, Darren. I think at this point, with no boost from Rico Lee, it's more obvious that Sam's a little bit disjointed.
Yeah.
His forces could be not engaging properly.
Yeah.
Rico Lee's a little bit far behind. That arc on the bottom, if the arcs from Adam move aggressively, they could catch him out instead of the other way around, which we were speculating on before.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all going to be based around what this first engage of this game comes to.
Do you think that will decide the whole thing, or are we going to see something a little bit more drawn out?
I think it will be quite decisive in terms of starting to tip the early balance because these forces are so similarly matched.
Right.
They're
both designed to do relatively the same things.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's got a little bit more kind of the AC side of it, and Adam's got a little bit more of the chunk to it. But ultimately, like, they're very, very similar.
Right. And when you're facing chunk, you got to put all your guns on target at the same time. You got to chunk down that chunk.
Yeah, absolutely. And if Sam goes in aggressive now with Obi-Wan, and these arcs manage to catch one ship at a time, because if you notice, Adam is flying these arcs. I would predict that he's probably going to fly them basically like one ship for the entire game. Just one solid chunk that moves around the field. And he's still got options. Like he can hard turn in here if he wants, or he can take a long approach down here.
I think we might see a slower approach from Adam. Here comes Sam, though, 2 straight from the 104th Battalion, right up towards the top of the board. Might be contemplating a barrel roll.
I think he's in a good position there for a 3-bank next turn.
Sure.
Should miss
and
that.
Then I would say that asteroid, though, keeps everything, like, prevents his options. Or
yeah, this rock here is going to cause problems for that. Nope. So there's
that barrel roll.
But again, that limits him next turn because I don't believe the 2 banks blue on the arc. Have we got the dial there?
Yep. The dial on the arc. I don't know that off the top of my head. Let me go ahead and look that up. In any case, I think he's got the right idea, though. He sees that his initial gambit wasn't quite as successful maybe as he wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And he understands that what we were saying about a disjointed attack. So he's making sure that his own beef is all together, especially like broadside and that arc.
Yeah, it looks like he's basically taking this turn to regroup his ships.
So 2-bank is blue
on
the Arc 170 dial.
So yeah, that leaves him open a little bit to kind of 2-bank in next turn.
Those 3 straights focus. Is that a 3 or 4? That's a 3. Getting into that center lane. Adam very much poised to turn hard towards the top and come in aggressively in the next couple turns. 3-bank from broadside. Is that going to clear that 104th? That's awful close. That's a clear.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So as I say, yeah, aiming for this channel here to see then. Be interesting to see where they engage.
Now, if it does happen on that right-hand channel, will Sam have the advantage with broadside and trying to get Adam to turn in towards him? Or is Adam going to have the advantage in any case with that clearer center?
So it's a tough one to call. It depends on how Adam approaches in. If next turn he just does a 1-bank and tries to come in at kind of a 45-degree angle down here and then hard turns in about here, then
that's a very good point.
Absolutely, but it all depends on what angle they approach each other at. So we've been quite aggressive again here with Obi-Wan. Again, detaching himself from the rest of his ships. He's got to be careful because Obi-Wan could get caught out. He's only got the calibrated laser targeting, so actually we need to correct his shields here. down to 1.
Thank you. Down to 1.
Yep.
Yep, I'm going to make sure.
And
Yep,
that's
there's
fine.
that other Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
We're good. Thank you very much, Darren.
No worries.
Rico Lee there with a 3 bank.
And again, Rick wants to go quick, so so he's doing the boost here. So he could be in danger of coming in piecemeal. So if the first engagement he manages to get Obi-Wan, and then the second engagement he manages to get Rick, for not much in return. See here,
Right.
As I say, Adam had the ability to turn in there and then just react. So he can either barrel roll this way, or he can barrel roll that way. Depends on what he feels like. If I was a betting man, I'd say he's going to go this way.
Go barrel roll down just to give himself a little bit more options next turn as well. No, I definitely agree with that. And there you are. You are a betting man.
And again, this is perfect because he can. He's moving last.
Mm-hmm.
Now Sam has to be really cautious, because if he comes in aggressive here with Obi-Wan, this Obi-Wan here could potentially go this way and then boost and hit him in the flank.
And all of those arcs can turn hard up towards the top of the board this next round as well.
Yep.
Anticipating that Obi-Wan aggressive maneuver. Now, with that said, of course, Sam could turn out, be a little bit cagey as his opponent is being. And
now, personally, if this were me, I know the engagement's not coming next turn, I would be tempted to do a K-turn with these.
K-turn with those guys?
I would K-turn them this way. And then next turn it leaves me open to do a bank-in.
Yep.
A 1 and 2 bank, basically.
Because that sets you up to hit both the center and the right-hand side of the board, and you know that Sam is not positioned well to come in and catch you on that turn after the K-turn too from the left-hand side.
It would basically set you up so that your front arcs are positioned down here.
Mm-hmm.
It means he can't get you in the flank, and you've got your arcs wide open to catch as much as you want, and then you can either go this way or straight through this way.
Exactly where, that's catching exactly where broadside is positioned to come down too.
Yeah.
Kind of negating that advantage that he might have thought he had.
Now, whether he does that or not, I have no idea.
Right, but that's what we're here for. We are here to speculate. We are here at Worlds 2019. This is my first Worlds. Have you been before?
Nope, this is my first Worlds as well.
Hey, both first-timers right here.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on with me today, Darren.
I am glad to take your chair.
And I do have to thank Dion once again for flying me out here to commentate with us, to commentate for Gold Squadron today.
Yep, I've got to thank Dion. I road tripped with him yesterday from Chicago all the way to my Airbnb.
And we all here have to thank Curled Paw Creatives for sponsoring this stream today. That coupon code at the bottom, Worlds 2019, gets you 15% off your whole order.
Absolutely, and you can see today we're using some of the new Curled Paw Creative markers. So they're what you can see on the ship bases there.
Yep.
So we're moving away from using the stickers and using the coloured markers as well. So
exactly.
He's got things like arc templates for which you've got turrets.
Yep.
Some
arcs for the arcs.
Arcs for the arcs, absolutely. And I was chatting to Dion in the car on the drive up yesterday, and he was saying something about Andrew can put symbols and things on there. Curled Paw Creative, absolutely great in North America.
Yep. I think everybody in the X-Wing community knows their name at this point.
Absolutely.
Yep, Andrew Knuckles, everybody. From Curled Paw Creators, we can see number green down there with Clone Commander Cody, number blue with 7th Fleet Gunner, and of course, the only number pink, gonna come in and clutch the game, of course. Dials are down with 55 minutes left in this round.
So, what do we say? 2 more turns before an engagement, or do we think we're going to get dice this turn?
I think we're going to see. We might get dice at range this next turn. I could see those Obi-Wans taking a couple pot shots at one another. I don't think we're going to see anything meaningful for a couple more turns. As I like what you said about the K turns. I definitely think that Adam could also be aggressive this next turn, just turn right up towards the top of the board. With that said, I think Sam knows that walking into that trap would be a bad idea, so I think he's going to play a little bit cagier this round. Sam's a good enough player to know that Obi-Wan is a little bit overextended right now, and turning him sort of off towards the left to position him as a flanker is something that I could definitely see him doing.
And let's not forget, like, Obi-Wan in this configuration does have the 3 agility.
Yep.
And then what that means is basically he also has the ability to go slow, so you could reasonably assume just a little 1 bank there and a hard 3 in here from Rick brings them both back in the game.
Yep. It's just those slower arc and Y-wing in the back end of Sam's forces that have been that are kind of caught out at this point.
Yeah,
they're
and
kind of caught in the back.
That's what I worry about from Sam. So I think we're going to see the 2-bank here.
2-bank there from the Arc 170, marking broadside. I almost called him Rick.
No,
now it's just a 1-bank. That
clears.
will clear. You know, I don't hate that. I think that's actually a better move. It's better position for a 1-bank down between those obstacles.
Yeah.
Next turn, focus.
So here we go.
Stress should be cleared
R2
off.
coming in.
Adam's not playing as cagey as you thought, but I think that's still a very good move. Controlling the center of the board is very important. Number pink following suit. 2 turn up towards the top and focus. Blue as well. Beautiful little block right there.
Yep. So what are you expecting here, a focus or a barrel roll?
That is actually a good question. I would expect to see a barrel roll actually looking at this right now.
So then effectively closes off this lane for Obi-Wan.
Because then Obi-Wan can't play nearly as cagey.
Yep.
He's just kind of forcing the issue at this point. I wouldn't be surprised to see Adam's Obi-Wan turn up towards the top as well. All he has to do is dial in a 2-turn. He can be as fast or as slow as he wants.
Yep. Well, it's only got the 1 and the 2.
Well, within reason, as fast as slow as you want. Broadside, they're bumping into the back of the arc.
So yeah, again, it looks like he's trying to slow down his arc and his.
Oh, there's Obi-Wan.
See, so
he's
slow
aggressive
coming in there, but I think that's going to be at range 3 of at least 2 arcs.
He does have the obstacle to protect him from blue.
He does.
I'm not sure if he's going to have bullseye on green there for calibrated laser targeting.
Yeah. And Obi-Wan's ability, I think, will come into play here with the fact that he is going to be able to. He's barrel rolling away, which should get him out of arc of green.
That is a very good move. There's a force tune control.
A Jedi thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think that's going to put him into arc of number pink.
That is extremely close. Sam definitely judging that. Maybe if he pulls him all the way back like Sam's doing right now, it will be just out of range.
I think that's still just in. Well, let's see.
We will.
But I think the crucial thing here is for Obi-Wan to take a focus.
Yep.
I mean, if he's taking 1 or 2 shots, he's probably going to deplete his force, but...
Do you evade at this point? You pink evade?
No.
Okay.
No, because Obi-Wan's ability to regain his force, regain his focus by spending a force, means that actually he can hold on to that for 2 shots.
Right. Now, what I would love to see from Adam and Obi-Wan in that position is just a bank to the right, linked barrel roll or force tune barrel roll, get him right in bullseye.
So here, I'd love to see the hard 2 and the 1-bank boost.
That would also work very well.
Take a target lock, go to town.
And then is a good game. Obi-Wan, Rico Lee coming in hot with that 3-turn as he predicted, taking the free evade.
So, have we got dice cam?
We will. I think we got dice cam up.
Because I think we're going to need it.
Yes. So we were predicting 2 turns for that first meaningful engagement with Obi-Wan in this forward position. I think we're going to see this first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, would you boost with Rick Oli here? Get him just a little bit closer to green. See if you can put maybe range on blue.
So
put some actual meaningful damage in.
The problem we've got here is if he boosts in, all he's going to do is give the green arc a shot.
Right.
It might not come to much. Yes, Rick will be getting 4 green dice, but it's not. If Obi-Wan hadn't barrel rolled, absolutely. Where Obi-Wan is now, I don't think green's got a shot. So Rick's not really going to take any heat off Obi-Wan there.
Right.
And so effectively all you're doing is you're moving someone in to take a potential 2-3 damage. He's going
here
for
we
it.
go. He's not doing the bank boost, though. He's just doing the straight.
No, and I think that's probably to keep him open for next turn from getting blocked.
Because that center of the board is absolutely controlled by those big medium bases.
So
there's the turn.
There's the hard one, and I guess we're going to get a boost.
And we're going to go ahead and see, I would assume, that force tune boost.
So there we go. There's the Jedi boost. Now, question is, does that give him bullseye?
It is awfully close. It looks like it to me. Sometimes
So-
tough to tell from this angle. Sam checking as well.
Yeah. I think if it's bullseye, he takes target lock. Otherwise, he just takes the focus. Because I don't think it's range 1. I think it's just out.
That's what it looks like to me as well. Looks like
He's
he's
taking the
taking that
lock.
target lock. Looks like he's got bullseye, but we're going to go ahead and see. Make sure dice cam is up here.
So we're going to have some action now. So looks like Rick has range 3 into the arc. So he moved quicker.
Mm-hmm. Rolling 3. We've got a blank to focus.
Yeah, so that's nothing.
So nothing. Obi-Wan's
So-
turn next. He
Yep.
will have bullseye into green. Think that's the right choice, or do you want to take the closer shot at blue?
So it's difficult because green's in bullseye. But is it obstructed? That's the.
Right.
It looks like they're both range 2. So
He is taking the bullseye shot into
Yep.
green right there. There's
So-
hit focus, add the focus
So
with calibrated laser
add the
targeting.
focus, spend the focus, spend the force.
Yep. So he's going to go ahead and spend that one force,
Yep.
get the focus back.
So we get 1 of 8, so 2 shields, and honestly,
And that's
this-
on number green.
Yep.
Hey, that is range 1.
Yep. So here's a question. Yep.
Calling
they're
the
calling
judge over for the bullseye call.
We've seen a bullseye measuring for Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan action there.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, I know, right?
That Obi-Wan here,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah. Boy.
It's really close. It's very close.
So we've got Di Yun now from the Fly Better podcast doing a judge call on whether or not Adam's Obi-Wan is in has bullseye arc.
Bullseye check, right?
Yeah.
He's losing network.
Yeah, it's well clear.
So no bullseye.
No bullseye.
Cool. Thank you, D. Fair enough.
It's a weird optical illusion, right?
know.
It looks closer than
Yeah,
it is.
it really does. I am going to 7 fleet gunner.
Okay, so you're rolling 4 dice.
4 dice.
Range 1.
Range 1.
No, because I'm just checking the line from here, and there is a weird.
Yeah, so 7 fleet gunner is active with a target lock in my
Which ship's got 7th Fleet Gunner?
Blue, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. So blue is coming in with 7 fleet gunner. We have 1 crit. Going to re-roll all the
Spend the
rest of
lock.
those blanks. Yep.
So range 1, no bullseye.
Oh, man. That is a rough target lock, but he definitely still has a force to spend. So hit
yeah,
and
so
a
just
crit
hit
for
crit.
Obi-Wan coming in.
So it's basically, does Obi-Wan spend a force? Does he spend a focus and keep the, and then spend the force to keep it? Same result.
Right.
Or does he just take the shield? But he's potentially got 2 other arcs coming in.
Yeah. What would you do in this case, Darren?
So he's just taking the shield.
Taking that 1 shield down.
Yep.
Now Obi-Wan has 3 hull, no shields, 1 force remaining.
Yeah, it's no, he's still got the force, still got the focus.
Yep. So green is out.
Yep.
Good barrel roll from Sam's part.
Yeah, so green's going to take a range 3 into Rick.
average. I'll spend
2 hits, 1 blank. Obi-Wan rolling in defense. He is absolutely fine.
That's Rick.
Excuse me, yes. Rick is fine anyway.
Yeah.
wherever the heck those are. There they are.
So that means I'm rolling 1 less.
So there we go. Got a
There's
straight
our overlay back.
onto, so we've got a
Thank you,
straight onto
Dion.
Rick. So now the question is, Pink doesn't have a shot on Rick. So number Pink is going into Obi-Wan now. So range 3, not obstructed. And we've got hit eyeball, spend it, and gets 2 hits. So
2 hits and Obi-Wan, only one result.
So we'll spend the focus.
Spending that focus.
Yep.
Spending the force as well.
to keep it, so that's going to be half points onto Obi-Wan.
Yep.
First points on the board. So, blue has to go into Obi-Wan here. It's range 2.
Absolutely. And there it is.
There we go.
3 hits
Spend
after
it.
focus.
I think this is going to be a dead Obi-Wan.
One result, one blank, one out of the
Yep.
dice box.
So
You explain to the players that is not legal when it bounces out. So here
needs paint.
comes. There's
There we
paint.
go. So takes 1.
Take 1.
So Obi-Wan now down to 1.
Absolutely. Sam commenting that was almost bad.
Yep.
I think that is not great.
No, and actually Adam was statistically unlucky on his attack with Obi-Wan.
Very. One more
so-
damage, and that's
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what I mean. As we've seen, he's effectively just engaged piecemeal.
right.
One ship has taken 3 shots.
Exactly.
and
We're
that's-
seeing exactly what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah. And Obi-Wan's in a tough spot now because.
Where does it disengage to?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and Rick's now stuck in doing a blue move because he's got that strain.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, that's not horrible, honestly. Those
it's not
the
but
blue moves on that dial are
but
good.
but it takes him out of the fight for this round.
Right. Right.
Um,
When Sam's really got to bring all guns to bear as soon as he can,
Yeah.
by the time that Obi-Wan and Rick have either disengaged or are dead, then we're going to see Broadside and the 104th pilot coming in for a second volley that ultimately won't have the punch
Yep.
to put through meaningful change in this game. I think at this point, anyways, Adam has pulled out a clear lead, but of course, as we know, that can change.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, where do you think the Adam's going to go with his arcs now?
I would not be surprised to see a one bank from blue. It's tough to tell if that will clear the asteroid, but in any case, I think we want to cut off that escape route for Obi-Wan. Great K-turn venue after that, if so. Great K-turn lane. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see one banks from all of them, because we can then, if they need to, they can 2-turn back to the left, assuming the arc and broadside come down through that top gap.
Yep.
Still leaves their options open, but it's an aggressive play towards Obi-Wan, which Sam definitely does not want to see right now. What about Adam's Obi-Wan?
So Adam's Obi-Wan again he's in a good position so that he can effectively he can chase Obi-Wan. So Sam's Obi-Wan's got a couple of options. He can either hard turn in here and then try and disengage this way,
Right.
or he can come around this way and come around this rock here. The problem is those arcs have got a back arc.
Right.
So if we see just a small bank
One
up
bank's
here,
left.
Obi-Wan's going to be taking 2-3 dice out the rear from range 1 of these arcs.
And they're covering that top.
And then this arc, this Obi-Wan, Adam's Obi-Wan, just comes in slightly behind.
Just to the left, yep.
Yep.
Again, all he needs to do is dial in some kind of left-hand turn.
Yep.
R2A6 is going to give him the right speed for that. That initiative is pretty killer.
Yep. So they're sensing each other.
Yep.
So here we go. It looks like it's just a bank maneuver on Adam's Obi-Wan. I can't see Sam's, but
Yep. They've both been sensed. That means we have force down on both of those, which does mean that Sam's Obi-Wan is out of force one more time. We should see a... No, sorry, excuse me. It's range 1. You're absolutely right.
yep. So what we've got here is we've got 3 straight with Sam's arc. And so again, he's using this channel down here. And I wouldn't be surprised...
There's a lockdown into Obi-Wan.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised to see Broadside do the same, because obviously Broadside's arc is facing in this direction at the moment. So to not waste an action, it makes sense for him to just keep coming down this way.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got looks like a 2 forwards on number green.
There he is, just going towards the center. I wonder if we'll see a split of the formation at this point, because a follow by blue is definitely going to see him on the rock.
Yep, so we've got a barrel roll there.
Great move, cut off Rick's escape.
Yep. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Rick go just 5 straight.
Just blasting through.
Get the heck out of there.
Yep.
Those medium bases are weird. It took me forever to figure out the barrels.
Looking at barrel rolls there. Using some nice acrylic templates. Now, if you want nice acrylic templates, where can you go, Darren?
I think you can go to Code Paul Creative.
Absolutely. With their coupon code WORLDS 2019, get 15% off that order. There's the one bank from Blue, just as you were saying. Excellent art coverage right there.
Yep. And then is it a one bank by Pink? Oh, it's a one
We've got
bank
a one
the
bank
other way.
other direction. Beautiful.
Looks like he's going to bump. Yeah.
Does not fit.
But that covers Obi-Wan.
Absolutely. There is now no place in that area where Obi-Wan is out of an arc, if not two.
Yeah. And it keeps Pink's open for next turn. So
Exactly.
Pink can potentially hard to this way, or he can come down this way.
Yep. There indeed is Broadsword taking that same 3 straight right behind the 104th Battalion, just taking the focus.
Yeah, now this isn't terrible for Sam's Obi-Wan, because depending on what he has dialed in, if he's dialed in, say, like the 2 or the 3 bank, yep, so here we see the...
There's
the
that 5 straight.
Yeah. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a free evade and a boost.
Yep. He's only got 1 arc on him at the moment, but you want to get no arcs on you if possible.
Yep.
There it is, free evade, put down on the table already. Boost.
Yep. And is the 5 straight blue on...
Nope.
Nope. No, it's
Going to retain
Still
that
at
strain token. I think that's all right. Just had to get out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're strained if you're not being shot. Although that rear arc of green is awful close,
Yep. Yep.
we do still have the evade, the extra die, the obstruction.
So there we see the hard one down. So this is really difficult now. He's going to have to barrel roll this way.
I don't think that gets him out of any arcs.
No, but you barrel roll this way and then you take a little boost.
He looks like he's
He's
going
going
the
the other
other
way.
direction.
Okay. And then I guess focus.
If that is outside of
Blue.
blue, then that's not bad.
That's going to be close.
If it's outside of blue, then that's not bad because Adam's Obi-Wan then, assuming he is going left.
So I think he did dial in the. Looks like.
Down to the left, I
Looks like a
can't tell. That
bank.
looks like a bank. Probably
Is
a
it a
if
2
if
bank?
I've got R2A6, I'm going to dial in a 2 bank, right?
Yeah.
So
So he can increase it to a 3, but I think that puts him on a rock. So he's probably just debating whether he drops it to a 1.
and just bump kind of exactly where he is. So R2A6 cannot change direction, just speed. So it looks like they're going to mark him, keep the 2 bank.
Yeah. Because
See if
obviously
Obi-Wan clears through.
we know that Sam's arc is in range of
Yep.
Adam's Obi-Wan because he took the target lock. So now it comes down to I wouldn't be surprised to see a barrel roll this way,
Yeah.
and then just a focus.
That's an aggressive. Yep, there's the barrel roll down. That's a play for Rick O'Lee,
Yeah.
making sure that he can't get away and pester
Well, I think-
Adam's backfield.
I think it's more a play to get out of these guys.
It does both. That's the great thing about that move.
But yeah, it absolutely keeps Rick O'Lay honest for next turn because ultimately, again, all Obi-Wan's going to do, dial in a 2 bank,
Yep.
can increase it to a 3 if he wants, and react to wherever Rick is.
R2A6 at that initiative and moving second is absolutely killer.
Yeah.
Just a great card on Obi-Wan in general.
Yeah.
If you got a bunch of vultures going on, then it's just a great card to have for the lower PS Swarm matchup.
Yep.
It's a great card to have in this case when you do win initiative.
Yeah, so now we can see Sam getting his other ships in. He's
Yep.
got no shot with broadside, but he has got his arc range.
Table 1 is live.
And we do have an arc and a target lock coming down. Thank you, Dion. We are right back here. 34 minutes left in the round. We see Sam Shepic from the top there moving. Looks like barely obstructed. What do they call them there on the table, Darren?
They're getting a judge call in now, so I think we've got D Yun again there.
Yep.
Making a call to say whether that is obstructed. It's going to be range 3. I think it's going to be clear.
Let's wait for the judge call.
Nice. Right there at that big asteroid? Yeah. That's clear.
It's clear.
Dion's calling clear.
Yep.
Yep, now it's definitely clear.
Yep.
Who judges the judges?
Yep, that is clear. So, but it's going to be 3 dice from the arc on 4 dice on open. Whoa.
Hey, there's natties. That is exactly what Sam wants to see, to push some damage through. And we've got evade, blank, blank, and focus. Spend that focus, get 2 evades. No need to spend the force on that.
No, he's got no shots there.
Yep.
No more shots coming in.
Obi-Wan takes a shield down.
Yep. So now we've got Adam's arcs. So it all comes down to green's got range 3 into broadside.
His broadside's ion cannon turret at range 2 could not fire.
Yep.
We're going to see 2 crits and a focus.
Yep.
Double blanks, 2 shields,
Shields
on
onto
broadside.
So broadside down to 1 shield. So blue, what's blue got? Has blue got?
Just out of broadside. Let's check Obi-Wan. Just out of Obi-Wan.
So number pink,
Number pink clutching it. Here we go. This is the kill shot.
range 2, no mods, but he's just going to roll natties. 1 crit.
Might be all he needs. And
Nope.
there's 1 evade. Obi-Wan gets off scot-free.
Yep, gets what he needs. So
We saw a pretty uneventful round that time.
yeah, still only 28 points on the board.
With 31 minutes left in a round, Adam still does have a lead. At this point, though, with Sam ships enveloping him, has his positional lead become quite as commanding?
Yeah, so it's quite interesting now because what we've got is Adam's Obi-Wan is pretty much going to have to go after Rick. This rock here
Yep.
means that he can't come back around into the fight, so he might as well disengage. But that Rick's going to come in, and he's effectively they're just going to be trading a few shots. It depends on the speeds that they go. As
Yep.
I say, if Adam dials in the 2 bank, can increase it to the 3, react to where Rick's going, or drop it down to the 1. The problem is if he drops it down to the 1, chances are Rick's gone quicker.
Right.
And then so you're only using 2, maybe 3 dice into something that's going to get 3 dice and an evade, depending on what he does with that strain token.
Because
there.
that's the rough point with Rick there. He is strained. His blue maneuvers are not hard turns. So if he wants to get rid of the strain, he has to bank. Now, with that said, if he wants to take a gamble, just 3 turn in there, become really aggressive, try to make sure he's going faster than Obi-Wan, get himself that extra die anyways to bring him back up to normal.
Yep. Yeah,
That could definitely be something that I could see Sam doing. He's an aggressive player.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Maybe a hard 3 and then a boost?
That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. Coming behind those arcs who are at this point coming up against that asteroid wall on the right if they want to follow where broadside and then Sam's 104th Battalion pilot is going.
Yeah, and I think on Adam's part, it's unfortunate that he's not been able to capitalise because obviously up until now, he's had the advantage of numbers of ships.
Right.
What he's going to see now is Sam's going to be bringing in the rest of his ships, and broadside is going to have his broadside.
Yep.
So the challenge is that their 1 agility arcs, if one of them gets into range 2, it will cause chaos.
Right. With that said, I mean, Adam's most valuable ship for broadside is way out of the engagement. So if Sam was in a position to catch Obi-Wan with broadside right now, I think that would be a different story. As you mentioned at the start of the game, all of those medium base arcs are much tougher for broadside to continuously ionize. So you might see 1 or 2 turns of them forced straight.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's going to be the deciding factor. But of course, anything could change. A well-placed rock ionization could mean the difference. If we don't get an arc, we don't get a shot, maybe we'll see that 1 hull Obi-Wan flying around for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and it depends what Sam wants to do with it, but it's 28 points. It's not a huge amount.
And at this point, with two beefy squads, we're starting to come up against that time limit a little bit. Less than 30 minutes left in the round. We are more than half over.
Yeah.
Only have 28 points up. Now, I think part of that's down to kind of some cagey engagements, some careful dial placement, but in any case, these are beefy squads. We're not going to see large swings of points happen very quickly.
Yeah, I think this game's probably very much going to go to time.
Yep.
I think the points are then going to be what decides it.
Players in 20 minutes remaining in round 1. Next swing, last chance qualifier players.
Now they're telling us
28.
28. There we go. They said 20. I was
Yep.
confused that we started 8 minutes late. No, we did not. Adam up here by 28 points with 28 minutes left. Here, round 1 of Last Chance Qualifier in Minnesota at Worlds. Once again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Ace. I'm here today with Darren Granger. Thanks once again to Dion Morales of Gold Squadron for flying me out, for giving us both the opportunity to commentate on this game. We've got quite the setup over here to my left. Ryan Farmer and Nami Lee are commentating the second table.
So it looks like he's deciding just on this last arc.
Exactly.
Number pink.
Number pink. Where does number pink go?
It's difficult because his Obi-Wan is in the way. He's got a hard turn out.
Yeah, I don't think you want to block. I don't think you want to separate too much right now. Weight of fire is one of the most important things Adam still has.
Yeah.
If number pink does turn left, as weird as that might seem, it would keep all their arcs facing in the same direction.
Yeah.
They could perform a group K turn later once the action moves down towards the bottom of the board once again. As long as they're all kind of moved vaguely or moving vaguely in the same direction.
They're
they can
sensing
keep
each
those-
other again.
There they go. Not really sure that matters. It's gonna
No,
remain-
I mean, it helps Sam more because
Right.
obviously he gets to see where Adam's Obi-Wan is going.
There's an aggressive 3-turn for the 104th Battalion pilot coming right in.
Just
That is
tugging that
clear. Beautiful turn.
But it is red.
It is. So we see no action and a stress. I don't hate that, though. Sam's got to get guns.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, Sam's squad is based all around rolling red dice.
Right. And if Sam's arc and number green just blow right past each other, if he gets a block off on blue, that would be great if blue tries to come in aggressively as well. But
So is
no,
that a
he's
K-turn?
going right out.
Is it a K-turn?
That is a K-turn.
It is a K-turn. So, what do we think with number pink? Do we think a hard 2-in?
I think number pink's doing a hard 2-in.
No, he is
No,
doing
it's
a
the
one bank away.
bank self-bumping.
Is that going to be on a rock? I think that's a rock.
That looks like a rock to me. But they're tracking it out, going to make sure
Yeah,
that it gets put in properly.
I think that's unfortunate misplay by Adam there. I'd be very surprised if it's not
That
a rock.
would be range 1 on a rock from Sam's arc right there. Is that rocked? I cannot hear from the table.
Well, they've not rolled for it, so I guess
Yep.
it was clear.
No rock. All right, so here comes Rico Lee with a 3 bank. That's going to clear his strain. Get the free evade. I think he just boost here.
So they forgot broadside. They're going back for it now.
Yep.
So, green's got to be careful here.
Yep. Broadside just going ahead and focus.
Yep, like broadside easily gets 3 hits there.
Yeah. And that's a tough ionization for green if that's the case. I would love to see K-turn next turn, but if he's got to go forward,
Well, the problem is that if he gets ionized and starts going this way, all broadside's going to do is going to turn in this way and hit him
just
again.
keep him going.
And potentially could just walk him off the board.
I think that one straight even on green will move a little bit quick for broadside to keep that up as he comes along the asteroid. But in any case, it will keep green out of the fight for long enough that Sam might be able to claw back the advantage, and I think that's important.
So it looks like we've got a sloop here.
I like to see that.
Yep, it keeps him relevant.
Obi still has that force up, so in calibrated laser targeting is active at this point. Got a nice shot on the number pink.
Yep, we'll have number pink in there.
Talking about R286.
Yeah.
Considering what he's got dialed in, it's just straight.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't drop it down to the 2, because then he can boost. Yeah. So he's still doing the 3 straight.
Yep.
I suppose, in a way, if you do the, if it had changed it to the 2, Rick would have got the extra dice.
Right.
So by
I
doing
think
the
he
3,
can still get in, right? He can still get the shot.
boost
With
and
him.
barrel roll, maybe.
Yeah. There's the boost. I think he's got the shot right. Not quite.
See,
Might be
barrel
clipping
roll.
back.
Yeah, he's going to need the barrel roll to get the shot.
And there it is.
Yep. Now the question is, does that give him bullseye?
I don't believe so. That seems really close.
No, it might not give him bullseye, but it does give him range 1.
Right. And range 1 is better than no range.
Do we know if 7th... I was going to say, do we know if 7th Fleet Gunner is up? However, it won't be an arc anyway.
Yep. Now, will Rick O'Lee have a shot? Just barely out. Obi-Wan definitely does. We got a bullseye out at range 2.
Yep. But it is obstructed.
Yep.
So the problem here is, though, Obi-Wan's got the bullseye for calibrated, but he's only got 1 force.
Right. So it's going to be a really tough decision whether or not to spend that. He's going to leave that as it is. I think that's the right choice. There's one evade.
So
Number Pink takes the first shield down.
And this is the thing you see. Adam's damage is spread around on all of these ships. So Sam's just not getting the points.
There's the Obi-Wan
So,
shot.
does he spend the force? Nope.
Nope.
Nope. He's just going to leave it as 1. Which is irrelevant because Rick's got the evade.
Yep. And I think that's the reason why he just left it at 1, too, because Rick still has the evade. Odds are he rolls 1 green.
Yeah.
And then you're just down a force with, 1 evade. And then you're just down a force with nothing to show for it. Broadside.
So going to see range 2 from broadside into green. So do we think we're going to see an ionized arc here? I would bet money on it.
I would, too. There's broadside coming in. There's 3 symbols after that focus. And he's got to get, there's the blank. So there is 1 damage onto 104th, but 2 ion tokens, and that's the big deal right there.
Yeah. So we've got Sam's arc now.
Who is debating what to shoot. I think he still got the lockdown on Adam's Obi-Wan.
Absolutely.
Being able to, grabbing him 1 more damage on Obi-Wan at least evens the odds, brings us to final salvo.
Yep.
If it does, if the time does run out. So I think that's the
no,
right.
it doesn't. It gives him the advantage because Adam's Obi-Wan is worth more.
That's true. So here we go. There's an unobstructed range 3 shot into Obi-Wan. I think Sam's going for the right Hail Mary shot right here.
Yep.
There he is. 3 symbols.
You spend a lot.
Spending that target lock on the focus. And there's 1 more focus. So we have a hit and a crit.
There we go.
Obi-Wan is fine.
Yeah.
I still think that's the right maneuver, or the right shot. Dice laying him down, but it gives him a little bit of advantage in terms of points in the case that Obi-Wan does bite it.
Yeah. It's
And there's nothing against his Obi-Wan. Sam
So-
breathing a little bit easier right there.
We're going to see green into the Y-wing now.
Yep.
So
There's a
spend
big
the
hit.
focus. Does that get him half points on the Y-wing? Yeah, it does.
And so now Adam is up by 53 points. And then we got a range 2 from blue into Sam's arc. 1 symbol, 1 crit coming right in. Arc does not dodge it, so we got 1 more damage coming in into the 104th Battalion pilot. 2 shield, 6 hull left on that guy. Just under 20 minutes left in this round. Adam's still with a commanding lead now with half points on both ships. What can Sam do to start bringing this back in? Does he have the time?
So he probably doesn't have time to do much. And it all depends on what he decides to target. So we know that green's out for this round. We know that green is out for this round. You getting a little bit excited there, Racer?
I'm really glad there's no booth cam right now. I just spilled water literally all over myself.
Okay, so,
Sorry about that.
and people said I was the unprofessional one.
Yeah. Not worried about shirts, I'm worried about pants. All right, anyways, Darren, you were saying before I distracted us.
So, we know that number green's out of the fight for this round. Like, he is just going to do 1 forwards.
Right. He has to.
Yeah. So, number pink, he can come in here, or he can come in here.
Can he clear a K-turn?
I don't think you'd want to clear a K-turn here. The problem he's got is, if he does a K-turn, it's difficult. I think, because of he's going for points on broadside, I think you've got to come in here.
Just move aggressively on him.
I think you've got to come in here.
I think that's the right side. I think you're right about where green is going to. If he's not careful, if he doesn't get broadside off of him, we can definitely see too much ionization happening right there.
Yeah.
So one way to get broadside off you is to kill broadside.
Yeah.
With 2 arcs coming in on him, that's a very real possibility.
But here's the problem. Sam can't get multiple arcs on any one ship.
Right.
So if you see pink, he can get the back arc of this arc, he can get broadside, and he can get Obi-Wan. He could possibly also get Rick.
3 bank, yeah, that could come in.
If he 3 banks, or he hard 3s. But number pink's relatively untouched.
So there's the 1 straight, or excuse me, 2 bank from the
Clear that stress.
104th.
Clears that stress. Will block Adam's blue arc.
I'm not sure if he blocks a bank.
Yeah, no, fair.
There's
So-
that ion maneuver coming 1 straight forward from green. Has to focus.
Yep. So, yep, see 1 forward.
And that is a bump.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
That is definitely a great block
Mm-hmm.
from Sam. Going to be able to get a rear arc on pink. Maybe a front arc on Obi-Wan if he's a little aggressive.
Hard to.
Yep, there it is. Coming right up into broadside.
Yeah. Just take the focus.
If broadside bumps, then you got a shot at Obi-Wan from the rear. Unless Obi-Wan banks in barrel rolls. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Obi-Wan here, it would be quite easy for him to just
Bank up towards the top,
barrel
barrel roll.
take some shot to the side. But
There's broadside bumping, in fact.
yeah, but even if he does take half points on number pink, it gets him 4 points. It gets him 21 points.
Right. And he has to get 53. That's less than half of what he needs
Yeah, and that
to get back in.
that bump there on broadside is great. Not for the fact of he's not going to get any shots on broadside. It's the fact that broadside doesn't have a focus, so it could be quite difficult then to ionize this green one here.
Right.
Which means if green isn't ionized this turn, means that he can then come in this way. So Obi-Wan again's got to be careful.
Yep. Target lock from Rico Leak coming in onto blue.
Okay. And that confuses me that he's going for blue. Blue's untouched.
Yeah. No, he just announced the target lock. I guess he was pointing at blue.
Right. Oh, it fits.
Yeah. That fits, so I would,
Yeah, he's just going to barrel roll out.
clear that barrel roll and then go from there.
Yep.
There it is. There's a barrel roll to the left. Thank you, Dion. Guess our telestrator was broken. All those diagrams you've been drawing. Those lovely drawings.
My artwork has gone
Exactly. Sounds like Sam announced a target lock as well. Did not put any token down. There's a
so it's
Segnor's loop.
Yep.
Great sloop from Obi-Wan. Exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah. Keeps him relevant.
And there we go. There he's putting the lock tokens down. Just waiting for the movement to happen. Again, a little confused as to why he's locking blue.
Yeah, so again, he's splitting fire. So blue's untouched. Rick, even if Rick does 3 damage here, it doesn't get him any points.
Right.
If Obi-Wan here has got the lock, does 3 damage, it still doesn't get him points.
Right. And Sam's just got to claw points back.
Yeah.
So even though that 21 points isn't going to put him ahead,
Yeah.
points is points. And you know, I think it's I think the math says 2 and 4s today.
Yeah.
Get to Worlds. So just get that MOV.
Yeah, absolutely.
That 21 points could
We've
mean
not got
MOV.
dice cam.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Yep.
So there's that shot. Taking 3 onto blue. Onto pink, excuse me. That was
That was Obi-Wan.
was that into pink?
It's the one that's got Commander Cody,
So green.
but no, green's up here.
No, that's 7th Fleet. So that is blue.
Ah, okay.
Okay, yeah, must have missed a damage in there at some point because we see 2 damage cards. Sorry about that, folks. So there are some points for Sam.
Yeah.
And there's Obi-Wan shot. Hit, crit.
Spend the lock on both of them.
Hit 2 crits. 2 shields and a crit on the number pink.
Damaged engine.
So there's that damage engine on number pink. That is exactly what Sam wants, I think, in that case.
So you have no bullseye. So range
No bullseye for Obi-Wan.
range 2. Great.
Check 1, 2. You guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you, Dion.
In here?
Yes, we can.
In the cans.
In the cans. We can hear you in the cans.
Dion,
Excellent.
not just in here, in here.
Yes. Darren just pointing to his heart right there. Absolutely.
So range 2, I went faster.
Range 2 into Rick O'Lee. Obi-Wan does not have bullseye. So Rick did go faster. We see 1 crit. Rick should be fine. Yep, 2 evades. No spending of that token necessary.
3, right, my 3. How much? They have 6 hull, right? Yeah. So you have 4 left, so I can take range 2 there, or I can take it iron shot.
So he's looking at what he's going to do with broadside now. So broadside can either go at green, or he can go at blue. So I think he's
Yep.
going to go at green to try and get some more points.
Yeah, we'll take the ion shot there.
There's that ion shot.
Yep.
Yep, 3 dice unmodded.
So he's just rethinking now because he knows it's unmodded.
Well, because Green's still got shields up.
Yep.
Because he's with Clone Commander Cody. He's going into blue.
So I think he's going
Just
primary.
going for damage. 1
One
crit.
crit. Oh, it's out of the box. And somewhere across the hall. No,
And
so it
there's
takes
a
a crit.
damage.
So let's see what it is. Damage
And
engine.
another damage engine. All of those arcs with flaming engines.
Indeed.
Range 2 and your other 2.
And there's an arc range 2 out the rear on the number pink.
Yep.
And there's 2 hits. No evades. Number pink taking 2 more damage.
So it's evened up the score.
It's close. Sam now
Yeah,
trailing
close
by
that gap.
only 6 points. I'm not sure that that's he's still coming up against time. They're
Yeah,
just
we've got
10 minutes in the
10 minutes
round.
to go.
Taking range 2 from green out the rear. Absolutely nothing. No target lock. Just a focus. Unfortunate dice from Adam.
We've got no shot from number pink, and
I think that means it is back
No.
to dials.
no, we've got number pink should have a rear arc shot.
Rear arc on Rick.
Rick. Again, I don't see much coming from it.
Yep. Spend that evade.
Yep.
No damage on the Rick, even though a hit crit goes on the dice. There's that range
So,
2.
hit crit.
There's another hit crit from the rear arc on number pink. 1 evade. There's
One
a shield. 1 shield down. Does not give Adam any more points. Sam now just needing to get half points on 1 more ship. If I were Sam, I would try to grab that on Obi-Wan or kill number pink. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Sam's arc turn in here.
Right.
Do the hard turn and come after Obi-Wan.
I think that's a great move. It gives him an arc on Obi-Wan, gives him an arc on Blue if Blue moves slowly.
Yep. And then I don't think Blue really worries about his damaged engine, and I don't really think Pink worries about it either.
Should Pink K-turn?
Pink could K-turn. It all depends on where number green goes.
Right, number green turning in could block that K-turn.
Yeah.
And I think you definitely want to get green back in before Pink K-turns.
Yeah, so I guess with Blue, what you want to do is just do a little bank.
Right.
Just a little bank and try and catch broadside. If you can get broadside off the board, it gives you more points. He's got 3 hole left.
Yep. So broadside will get 25 more points.
Yeah.
25 more points. Killing one of those. Well, if Sam gets Blue, that's also 25 more points, but he's still trailing. Sam needs to take a ship off the board and not lose any in return.
Yeah. Yeah. Have we got the damage right on number Blue? It looks like he's got 3 damage cards. Looks like both these arcs got 3 damage cards on them.
So, yes, you're absolutely right. So that's correct, right? They've got 6 hull?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because if we look at the
there
green.
we go. Mm-hmm.
So, I think Adam's going to 1 bank here to keep his arc coming out the back. I think he's going to hard turn in here, and I think he's going to 1 bank here. Set up a kill box for
broadside.
Potentially catch Obi-Wan.
That's a tough box for broadside to escape too.
Yeah.
It's I'm not sure that he can quite escape that.
No.
Because number Blue is going to come in there, block him.
Yeah.
I guess I could potentially see him hard turning 2 down towards the bottom of the board, down to pilot left.
This one?
No, I'm talking about broadside.
So we're talking what turn?
Yeah, talking a turn 2 pilot left if he's expecting a block.
Potentially, but then it loses broadside's ability.
Unless Obi-Wan's coming in. I mean, if Sam is just trying to preserve ships, and he thinks that the best way to do that is by turning out.
Yep.
If he anticipates maybe Blue turning down towards the bottom as well, that's a good idea. But if Blue turns in, just bumping and denying that shot is a very fair move as well.
Yes. Yeah, I think the key. Excuse me. I think the key for Sam is maximizing Rick now.
Right.
Because as you can see, there's 3 damage
Yep.
on this arc and this arc.
If Rick does a 3 straight and and number Blue does that 1 bank that you posited, will Rick bump? Because if he doesn't, I think that's a great move.
I think he'll bump.
You think he'll bump with that 3 straight?
Yeah, and that's
the tough part.
This is such a tough turn because
Right.
there's so many. There's 4 ships on. There's 4 ships on the board on both sides. Medium bases. It's a lot of real estate. There's rocks in play. There's stress on ships.
Yep.
This is a really, really interesting turn for what people are going to do. I think that's why we see Sam taking his time now, because he really knows that actually if he gets caught out with Obi-Wan or with broadside, he's
going to lose one or both of them.
Yeah.
I think broadside is the most vulnerable there for sure.
Yes.
Because Obi-Wan's got a couple options to fully disengage.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to be in the fight, he can be gone. He can, hard turn out to the right.
Yeah. I mean,
do some nonsense.
Obi-Wan could just come down this way and around and be away and just protect those points. But broadside's going to be the difficult one to
I wonder if you try to bump Blue.
Potentially.
I wonder, because Green pulling around right. Because Green pulling around towards pilot right is not going to get him around enough to get a shot on broadside.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, if broadside takes a 3 turn around that rock that is red, he gets no actions. If Blue banks forward softly, I think that dodges his arc, puts him right into the sides.
Yeah, or potentially Does the Y-Wing's got a 3 hard, right?
Y-Wing is red, yeah.
So 3 hard around this way. We know that he's not afraid to do red maneuvers on the arc.
Right.
Why would he not want to do it on the Y-Wing? Again, it means that he can have an unmodified shot here. Because this is the problem. He's 6 points behind.
Right.
And this is probably going to be the last round.
Right.
Look at
Maybe
where
we'll
we are
see
now.
one more if they put dials down before the time goes with 3 minutes left.
Yeah. Like, and they're still not set.
Yep.
Because I think this is the round.
Yep. And Sam's just got to go for one of those arcs.
Yeah. And honestly,
Adam just has to preserve or kill broadside. I would still be trying to kill broadside if I were Adam, just to give yourself a better advantage.
yeah. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see a K-turn here.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because it gives you a 3 dice attack onto blue.
I mean, 3-die attack or maybe a 2-die modified from the rear.
The problem is, if he turns in, it's trying to keep arc.
But if he does a 1 straight,
Yeah.
right? 1 straight, take a locker or focus. That does also give him 7th Fleet Gunner also only works out the front, right?
7th Fleet Gunner works on a different ship.
Right.
So 7th
if he
Fleet
if he keeps arc, that could give Rick an extra shot,
Yeah.
an extra die.
Yes, but no, sorry, he does have 7th Fleet Gunner on them both.
Right.
I completely missed that.
There's that 2-turn though.
Yep.
I mean, that's the other thing is that Sam could also get half points on Obi-Wan. Like, Sam's got a lot of win conditions here, as long as he doesn't lose a ship.
Yeah, and because Obi-Wan's stressed, he's got to do a blue move now.
Right.
So I think what he's debating here is the barrel roll, because where he's sat at the minute, Obi-Wan could quite easily just do a 2-bank here and boost out and not get a shot.
But where he
If
barrel rolls,
it blocks him.
but Obi-Wan can then easily do the 2-bank that way and boost out. And
But
there's that roll.
The droid lets him increase or decrease the speed. It doesn't let him alter the direction.
But if Adam has dialed in that left-hand maneuver,
Yep.
there's a big
a
move.
K-turn?
Is that a K-turn? That is a K-turn from blue. Is that clear?
That is clear. Gets him a range 1 shot.
Beautiful. I wasn't expecting that, but I like that a lot.
No, I like it too. It still manages to catch broadside.
Right. Without that self bump that we were taking a look, without that intentional bump that we were taking a look at.
Yeah.
That's a great move by Adam. Risky, because it's very, very close to Rick, but it's obviously he knew he could clear that.
Yeah.
That's great to see. 2-turn to pilot right into focus from number green.
Yep. And there we go, 1 bank. Which
There's
is
that 1 bank.
just
Just
going
going
to
to bump.
But the question is, does it fit through and bump? green?
Right. Looks like they're putting that down to. Absolutely, it does seem like a close game. They're putting that down just to make sure. 1 minute left. This is going to be the last round.
Absolutely.
No way they can put all the dials down. Move.
Yeah. Well, they've not finished all the movement yet.
Right.
So they're checking it. I don't think that fits. Oh,
So that is a bump, but where is it a bump?
it's
There,
just
yeah,
over
just
wide.
right back.
Yeah. So, broadside. What do we think?
Broadside now.
Just a 1 bank.
There's that 1 bank. Now, do you rotate that arc? I think you rotate that arc to try to catch blue.
Yeah, because the thing is, he can go at green, but he's not going to be able to get half points unless Obi-Wan's
Right.
coming in and doing something funny.
Right, and blue's the best chance.
Yep.
Right, blue's the best chance to get points.
Yep.
Either that or pink. If he feels that Rick is going to have a better chance at killing pink, he might just rotate rear.
But if he rotates rear, he's not going to get his either way, he's not going to kill blue with broadside
Right.
because he's only going to do 1 damage from
Right.
the ion cannon. So, what do you do? So
He
he's
just took a
focusing.
focus.
Yeah,
He's
so
not
he-
going to take any shot. He's just going to take the shot on green, I guess.
Yeah, and go for defense.
Yep, there's the bank. 3 bank from
Yeah,
Rick.
Rick getting out there.
Rick is getting no shots. If I were Sam, I know my win condition is to get as many shots as possible. Try to kill something.
Yep.
Not sure it would have been KG right there. Time is up, by the way. No minutes left in the round. General Karma in chat asks, are each games being recorded separately and will be posted? Yes. All of these games will be posted. There goes Obi-Wan just right out. One turn.
So this all depends on what he's done with this
Indeed.
Obi-Wan. If Obi-Wan can get out of there without taking a shot, it's Adam's game.
Yep. There's the roll. And taking the focus.
So, what has Obi-Wan done? Two
Two
bank.
bank. Is it left or right? It is right.
So the problem he's got here is he's not getting out of there.
Right.
Like, I don't think the barrel roll here gets him out of arc. And I don't think you could barrel roll boost, but maybe. Maybe.
Oh, that's awful tight. I'm not sure that he can make that.
I think if he barrel rolls this way and back, nope, he's just barrel rolling for range.
Yep. Now he's got full force. I think at this point you do take that pink evade.
Really?
Yeah. Because then you've got two force for folks. All you got to do is prevent one shot.
Yep.
Adam is still up on
Yep.
points, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He just has to prevent that one damage. He's boosting, though. I think that. Ooh, that's close.
Might get him out of arc.
I think that's out.
It's going to be close.
That is awful close. Has he dumped one of those force now? He has
Yeah.
two.
Sorry, I was looking at these force here.
Right, those are other Obi-Wans.
So many Obi-Wans.
All right, no Obi-Wans firing, no Rick O'Lee firing. Broadside has no shot.
So Broadside's got a shot on green. Doesn't matter.
Yep, looks like they're just going to elect not to take that, move that game along. Oh, here we go.
So no, he's going to take a shot.
So there's two.
There's no point spending it.
Right.
Takes the evade, takes one damage.
Put that on green for posterity.
So green into Obi-Wan, maybe? Oh, no.
Hey, we're going to see the range 2 shot.
So he does have a shot into Obi-Wan.
One crit.
So just needs paint.
There it is. No damage. I think that means this is Adam's game.
Yep. So it's now whether he can get points.
Right. Whether or not Adam can claw out a couple extra points from Broadside.
Well, it's whether you can get Broadside or Obi-Wan, because
Right.
Obi-Wan's on one hole.
That's true.
He's going range 1 into the... Nope.
Looks like he was going range 1 into the arc.
Yeah.
And that is evaded.
Yeah. Because he realized he couldn't kill him unless he got all hits.
And there's the range 2 into Obi-Wan. All right,
Hit
3
crit.
results.
Could
That
do
could
it.
do it.
Yeah,
there it
we go.
is. Yep, so Obi-Wan is down. Adam brings up some extra points right there at the very end of the game. 81 to 47 is where that is going to end up. Good game, and congratulations, Adam. Let's do a real quick postmortem before we move to the next one. I think at some point there, Adam kind of had a commanding lead.
Yeah, no, he absolutely did. I think it's what we said at the start. He got the early advantage by getting Obi-Wan down to just one hole.
Right.
Kept Obi-Wan out of the fight. He had to play totally different with him. Obi-Wan couldn't really engage and had to just dance around and take some pot shots. I mean, he swung it back quite quickly at one point, and it was very, very close.
All right, absolutely, Darren. Definitely agree. We will be back with a second round here shortly as they pair. We find some other ones. Thank you for tuning into the Gold Squadron stream. I am Asa.
And I'm Darren.
We'll see you in round 2.